Hey guys, in this video we are going to go over page 35, Graphing Systems Part 2. So go ahead and pause the video, add this to your table of contents, and I'll give you the page to tape down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started with page 35. So you're going to need to open up a Desmos graphing calculator for this. So to recap from page 34, we have to type the system into Desmos, and then we draw our graph on here, and then we'll identify our solution. So first I'm going to graph y equals negative x plus 4, and then I'm going to graph y equals negative x plus 2. Alright, here are my two graphs. So my first line has a y-intercept at 2 and an x-intercept at 2. So I can go ahead and do that, draw my line. There's my first line. My second line has a y-intercept at 4 and an x-intercept at 4. Alright, so once we type it into Desmos and draw our graph, we can identify our solution. So the lines never touch, which means we have no solution for this one. And we're going to do the same thing for all of the rest of the examples. We're going to graph the first equation, we'll graph the second equation, we'll draw the graphs on our notes page, and then we'll identify the solution. So 3y equals 6x minus 3. And the other equation is y equals 2x minus 1. So notice when I type it in, here's my green graph, here's my purple graph. Whenever I look at my two graphs, they're the same graph. One is on top of the other one. So I have a y-intercept at -1 and x-intercept at 0.5. So here's -1, here's 0.5. Both of my lines are the same. I have one line that's overlapping the other one. So I can show that both lines are there. It's just one is on top of the other one. So to review from page 34, whenever we have a line overlapping another line, that means there's infinitely many solutions. All of the points on the line are a solution. So if you need to pause the video and go back over example 1 or 2, do that now, please. We're going to go ahead and look at number 3. So step 1, type it into Desmos. So 2y equals 4x. And the other equation is y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, I have two graphs. So my x and y intercept for the first graph is at 0. So I can draw my first line going through 0. My second line has an x-intercept at -0.5, a y-intercept at +1. And when I draw the line here, move that over just a little bit so it hits my x and y intercept. So again, the lines never touch, especially when we look at them in Desmos, which means there are no solutions. No intersection points means no solutions. All right, we've got one more example. We're going to graph the first equation, 4x plus 2y equals 10. And the second equation, y equals -2x. Again, we can zoom it out and we see that they have no intersection points. So we'll just draw our lines, the first one going through 0, 0. And the second one with a y-intercept at 5 and an x-intercept at 2.5. Draw my second line. So I know that it looks like it's going to touch on my screen, but that's just because I didn't draw it very accurately. We can see on Desmos that the lines never touch. So since the lines never touch, that means that there is no solutions. All right, so go ahead and pause the video. There was 4 examples where we had to graph them in Desmos and then draw the graphs and identify the solutions. I'll go ahead and give you page 35 practice.